Hello friends, you are welcome to our literary channel Academic Domain. Today I am going to discuss Nissim Ezekiel's poem Enterprise, and it will be line by line explanation of the poem in English language. And friends, if you want to listen the explanation of the same poem in Hindi language, please click the link given in description box. And friends, if you are new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon to get notified my new videos. Like, share and give your valuable feedback so that I can do better in my next videos. So before discussing the poem, we will discuss few points about the poet. Nissim Ezekiel was born in 1924 and died in 2004. He was born in Bombay. He was an Indian Jewish poet, playwright, editor, and art critic. He is acclaimed as the father of post-independence Indian English verse. He was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 1983 and for his poetic collection Later Day Psalms. He was awarded Padma Shri Award in 1988. So we will discuss the poem now. The poem contains 6 stanzas and every stanza contains 5 lines. And as the title of the poem is Enterprise, enterprise means venture or undertaking. So here there is a group of people and poet is also the part of that group, and they are going on a journey, and that can be considered as the metaphorical journey, or we can say that it can be compared with the journey of human being, the journey of man in his lifetime. So our life is also like a journey, and we are going through different phases in our life. So here the poet says that it started as a pilgrimage, exalting minds and making all the burdens light. So it started as a pilgrimage. So our journey started as a pilgrimage. So we started for a pilgrimage. Exalting minds. Our minds were exalting. Our minds were exalted. We were very much excited and enthusiastic, and because of that excitement and because of that enthusiasm, making all burdens light. So all the burdens of whatever the burdens we had, or whatever the troubles or the difficulties we had, it seemed very light because of our excitement and because of our enthusiasm. The second stage explored but did not taste the call. Now we came to the second stage. It was the first stage. From here to here, it was the first stage, and it can be compared with the early stage of human being, with the early stage of our life when we are a child, when we are young, and we are innocent, and we don't have any kind of problem, we don't have any kind of difficulties in our life, and we take it very easy. So in the same way, in the first stage, this group of the people, they took all the burdens very lightly, and because of their excitement and enthusiasm. But when they entered in the second stage explored. But when they entered in the second phase, but did not test the call, and they were expecting the same easiness in their second stage. They were expecting the same thing whatever they had gone through in the first stage, but did not test the call. But did not test the call means, but they didn't come to their expectations. They expected something else, but they experienced something else. The sun beat down to match our rage. The sun beat down. The sun was very hot, and it beat down to match our rage. Rage, we can say the anger. But here the sun was very hot, and the excitement and the enthusiasm of the group of the people was also very high. But and sun tried to suppress it, and sun tried to neutralize the excitement, the enthusiasm of the people who went on a journey, but it was not successful. And here the poet is trying to say that when we enter in our second stage of our life, when we are youth, and that time we will have so many problems, we will have so many responsibilities, and but we need to be very strong at that stage. So here the same thing poet says that the sun beat down to match our age. The difficulties of our life, The sun beat means the sun shows the harshness of the nature, that the difficulties, whatever the harshness we have in our life, we have to face it strongly. This was the first stanza. Now, let's see the second stanza. We stood it very well. Now, the poet says that we stood it very well. It means that we faced the difficulties, the problems very well, bravely. I thought, the poet thought, observed and put down copious notes. Now, when they were on their journey, on the way, they observed and made a copious mean detailed notes of things which were sold and bought by the peasants, by the farmers. So here, when they were on their journey, on the way, so they have gone through different things, they have experienced and they have observed different things. So they have made a notes, made a that detailed notes of the things which were sold and bought by the peasants, by the farmers, and the way of serpents and the goats. They have observed the way of the serpents and the goats, and they have observed three cities where a sage had taught, and they have observed, they have seen three cities where a spiritual preacher had taught the people, where he delivered the speech, but they haven't noted down the content of the speech, that what was delivered there. So here the poet is trying to say that when we entered in the second phase, we were involved in petty things like the things which are sold and bought by the farmers, and the ways are the path of the serpents and the goats, and the cities and the people. So they were involved in the petty things, and they were distracted from their main purpose, they were distracted from their main goal of the journey, that they are going for a pilgrimage. It was second stanza. Now the third stanza. But when the differences arose on how to cross a desert patch, we lost a friend whose stylish prose was quite the best of all our batch. Now, till second stanza, they were united. There was only one group, and they were following their leader. But in the third stanza, there were differences among them. They began to divide. So, but when the differences arose, so there aroused a difference among the people, among the group. On how to cross a desert patch. So there was a difficult desert, and that how to cross that desert patch. So on that, at that situation, the differences aroused among the people, and there was a man, we lost a friend, and there was a man in the group who was stylish prose, quite the best of all our batch. So here the poet is trying to say that there was a man in our group. We had a friend who was an excellent prose writer, and because of that differences, that how to cross that desert, we have lost him. It means that he quit the group. A shadow falls on us and grows. Now the poet says that a shadow falls, shadow of gap, a shadow of differences fall on the group, and it began to grow. It means that once they were divided, once there was a gap in the group, and it began to grow more. Now another phase was reached when we were twice attacked. Now the poet says that when we entered in the next phase, we were twice attacked. It means that again there were differences in the group, and again people began to be divided in the groups. So another phase was reached when we were twice attacked and lost our way. And we lost our way means we were distracted from our main purpose. So we forgot that what was our main goal, what was our main aim of journey. We forgot that, and we were distracted from that, and we were involved in petty things. A section claimed its liberty to leave the group, and as I told you that the group was divided into groups because of the differences in opinions. So what happened? One group left the main group because they thought that we cannot go with this group, and one section and one group quit the group and they became separate. I tried to pray. Now the poet said that I tried to pray. I couldn't do anything. Just I prayed God that God give them sense so that we can be united and we can reach our goal. Our leader said he smelled the sea. Now the leader said that he smelt the sea. The sea here, that denotes the destination, the aim, the goal. So the leader said that we are smelling the sea. It means that we are about to reach our goal. We are about to reach our destination. Now, the fifth stanza. We noticed nothing as we went, but when we reached there, we noticed nothing, but there was no destination. We were away from our goal, from our target. A straggling crowd of little hope, and our situation was like a straggling crowd. Straggling means wandering, wandering aimlessly. So we were like a aimless wanderer and with a little hope, and we had very little expectation, we had very little hope, and we were like a wandering crowd, ignoring what the thunder meant and ignoring what the thunder meant. Thunder means that our excitement, our enthusiasm, the aim, the goal, the purpose, what we had. So we ignored all these things and we involved in the petty things. Deprived of common needs like soap, and we were in pathetic situation, we were in pathetic condition, we didn't have even the common needs like soap and all the things we didn't had. Some were broken and some merely bent, and some of the people in our group were broken. It means that they were not able to move forward, they were not able to walk forward, they were not able to go forward. Some merely bent and some of them were very tired. Now the last stanza. When finally we reached the place. Now the poet says that when we reached the place, when we reached our destination, we hardly know why we were there. So he said that we hardly know that why we were there. It means that we were so much distracted from our goal, from our aim, that we couldn't know that why we came here. The trip had darkened every face. And the trip had darkened every face. It means that the difficulties, the problems, the miseries in our journey had darkened every face. It means that when we reached our destination, when we achieve our goal, so there should be a kind of shine, at our face. But here, their faces were darkened because they were involved in the petty things, because they were distracted from their goal, from their aim. Our deeds were neither great nor rare. Now the poet says that our deeds, whatever the undertakings we had, whatever the difficulties we had gone through, so it was neither great nor rare. It means that when we reached our destination, when we reached our goal, we thought that we are doing something great, but it was neither great nor rare because other people already had achieved that. Home is where we have to gather grace. Now, in the last line, poet concludes that so all these journeys, all these adventures, all these ventures, all these undertakings are futile, and our home is our best place if we have internal peace there.